Thanks.
Cut the music, cut the music. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back for a late night special. The S3 plan does not stand for Solid Snake Simulation. What it does stand for is super short stream. Hold on a second here. Let me get myself organized. Let me get rid of this. Ba-da-la-da-bum-bum. Okay, who do I have to thank? John Anakin, thank you very much for the 62. James, thank you for the 11 bits. Much appreciated. Beat Lip with the 35 as well, thank you. Ice Arrow with the 50. Laser Pants with the 29. Bacon Bits with the 18. D Gamer as well with the 66. How's it going, everyone? Yeah, I had no idea what I was going to stream today. I'm kind of in a bit of an in-between phase at the moment. I don't want to start anything new, obviously, because the marathon is right around the corner. Another MGS marathon that we'll be doing, building up to the release of the Master Collection Volume 2. That'll be starting tomorrow, late night UK time. Well, what time is it starting? Like 11 p.m. UK time. And yeah, we'll be building up to the release of the much anticipated Volume 2. Tonight, we're just going to chill and do some casual big boss runs. Relatively casual. Let me catch up with the stream here. Hey, Mr. Stunt. You were watching the Tomb Raider VODs. Oh, nice. Yeah, that was a blast revisiting Tomb Raider 1 and 2. We'll definitely do 3 at some point. Let's see. We'll probably be doing PS5 first with the Master Collection, I would say. For the stream. Spy, hey, Shizzle, Second Note, all the usuals, Symphonian. Bad Humans, what are you yapping about here?
Thanks.
You had a super short stream last night, but that's probably because you were dehydrated. Are you referring to an actual stream that you did, Bad Humans, or is this some kind of joke? Dr. Sasso with the 70. Cheers, man. Tactical Zigzagging. Hey, everyone. PDK. All the fools. Kaiser. Elment. Don't ever fucking ping me again like that, Elment. The only time you're ever allowed to ping me in relation to whether I'm streaming or not, or following up on, you know, whether I'm streaming or not, the only time you're allowed to do that is if you think I'm dead. If I haven't been around for like a week and you haven't seen me for a week and I just disappear out of nowhere, that's the only fucking time you're allowed to ping me asking if I'm going to be streaming soon. You need to think that I'm dead, all right? If it's just to talk shit, or you're just like wanting a stream and you're just like trying to pester me like a child, asking their parents if they're there yet, that is not allowed. You're only allowed to do that if you think I'm dead. Hold on a second here. Okay, let's do some MGS2, shall we?
Thanks.
I wonder how many people have wondered if I'm gay because of my Miller wallpaper. I think about that sometimes. Just purely because of that Master Miller wallpaper. Peace Walker is a pretty gay game. All those men on that base together.
Thanks.
Hold on, I need to find my M&Ms. Oh! There we go. Let's do it. Let me see here. Options, quick change, previous. Bam bam bakadoom bam bakachi chickabada. We're gonna go for load game, of course. Chickaboom bakacha bam bakadoom ba chickadan chickabada. Plant cleared 2028. That should be the save. That should be our Chester the Mole save. Tanker plant. European extreme. Radar off. Game over on site. Let's do a couple of runs. Although if I finish it in the first attempt, then it's probably just going to be one run. When does Master Collection Volume 2 come out again? 27th, isn't it? I think it's the 27th.
All right, let's look.
And I think it's releasing everywhere at the same time, regardless of time zone. I don't think I can exploit my Australian account this time. Don't think, anyway. I'm assuming DRK would have looked into it anyway. It's his marathon this time. And he hasn't told me anything about it, so... I'm assuming we're going to have to wait this time.
Freeze.
I don't usually fuck around with the jingle much, Bad Humans, but I think it's the game over theme.
Thanks.
You know, the MGS theme. Bum, bum, ba, da, da, bum, 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 which I think you can play on it.
Freeze. Who's there?
But maybe not. Sorry, Bad Humans, you messaged me about that and I didn't get back to you. Sorry about that.
Freeze.
I'll often look at my messages when I wake up and then forget to respond. Firelords, thank you very much for the 108. But yeah, only a few days now. It'll be very interesting to see how this collection has turned out, specifically MGS4. Hopefully it's in better state than Volume 1. Hopefully we don't have atrocious freezing bugs and completely scuffed audio. And hopefully there isn't too much missing. And hopefully some of the new changes are cool. One thing I did see is that they're changing the password system. Instead of using passwords to get new items in Act 4 during the computer scene, we have to take pictures of unusual things in the game. Like the crop circle in Act 2. If you take a picture of it, you'll get rewarded with something. And that seems like a pretty cool change. Ah, bitch.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the
Bam,
battlefield.
bam, bam,
Conflict
bam.
and victory were my parents. The unit.
Yeah, that's more interesting. A cool little photograph minigame. Photograph metagame for some extras.
I have no.
Bam, 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 bam.
Nothing else matters to me.
Oh, wow. I have no idea how much it's costing. One of the main things I'm looking forward to having again is the the screenplay books, translations of the screenplay books. Because I bet there's going to be some new insightful stuff in there that I haven't seen before. With all of the bits of developer commentary that you have over the script. Because those screenplay books we never got releases of in the West up until this
Freeze.
collection. Bad humans time. Whoop! That was close. Oh god. Ridge Racer, there is no fucking chance of that. I mean, they're combined with the fact that those flashes are supposed to be memories, right? Not that they would have to stay true to that, but I'd say that's doubtful. Even if they were working on it.
What's that? Freeze.
Mo! That would be really cool, though. I think I like that as an idea. If the flashbacks actually show you the future. The past and the future. Hey, Storm. Storm with the 101 as well. Thank you. I might be... I might have forgotten some people.
All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled
I'll-
briefing session with the commandant.
I'll check the subs in a second. Sorry if I missed
You're
anyone.
ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Whoop. Oh, bum, bum. Okay, here we go. Oh, nice. Almost always fuck that up these days. Wow, nice. Oh, that would have been perfect. If I got him there, that might have been like a fastest possible guard rush or something very close to it. I almost always fuck up that first shot where I stun the guy with the USP and then try to get the follow-up M9 headshot. I almost always fuck up that M9 headshot. Pyro with the 28, thank you.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal
There we
Gear
go. Get rid of these two guys.
nuclear strike capability.
Whoop.
The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Oof.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat.
Okay, nice. Now in hold number 2, we turn the projector.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete.
Get these guys to look the other way, and then go for the triple drive-by freeze.
Freeze.
2. 3. Nice.
The shift. The shift in the balance of power
Nice and
will
clean.
be a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central
My
role in
tanker
its military
continues to be
affairs.
pretty damn consistent.
Some say that it's strategic.
Good.
If only the plant was this good. Hey.
We, the Marines, will.
Bad Humans, I saw you posting about Ghost Babel. Pretty interesting that we'll have the choice between the Japanese version and the international version of Ghost Babel. Even for the English audience, we'll have the option to play the Japanese version. And the international release is the only one with the idea spy thing. Wonder why they included the Japanese version. But yeah, pretty cool that Ghost Babel is getting this attention. Ghost Babel being put on the big stage again. Included in the package with these other mainline games. It's pretty cool.
The hat.
There's no reason to have both the international and the North American version. I understand that. But why is it including the Japanese version? For the Western release. Because I think the Western release does have the Japanese version and the international version, right? The Japanese is the only version with Japanese? I figured that. I would maybe understand it if it had voice acting, you know? So, like, maybe you could play it in Japanese with English subs or something. I'm just not sure why they're also releasing the Japanese version for... Or just maybe it's just a standard thing that they're doing with all of the releases, regardless of whether it has voice acting or not. I don't know. Coca Koala with the 25, thank you. Am I up to date on thanking everyone else? Electric Bob, George, Firelord, Storm, Pyro. Cheers, everyone. What did I have for dinner today? A microwavable chicken and pasta thing. Very ordinary. Alright, we're gonna go straight down to our boy here. Grab him as soon as he wakes up.
Jack,
I knew I was standing too
Answer
close.
me. Jack! Jack!
I fucking knew it. I knew I was positioned slightly different. Slightly differently to how I usually am. But I thought I didn't think it was going to make that much of a difference. Sometimes even I forget how precise some of these strategies have to be. Unbelievable. Okay, let's start. Let's take it again from the top. Man, that mistake hasn't happened in years. You'd think it would have happened. Well, I guess I'm usually pretty consistent with where I stand there. You have to be right behind his ass cheeks. And I was standing on his ass cheeks. If I was just a millimeter to the left, I probably would have been okay. Battle-bum-bum, battle-lick-a-bum. Battle-o-do-do-do. Okay, we've had our warm-up. It's time for the real deal. I heard Ghost Babel has the rewind feature.
All right, let's look at...
What's that? It'll allow you... you won't have to deal with harsh checkpoints. That's kind of what it sounds like. Oh god, I didn't move correctly there. I'm gonna get caught here. What's this?
Freeze.
Oh my god. Went for the stun shot and the freeze. To keep him locked down for like a second longer before he turned.
The enemy is attacking. Stay alert.
Ba-da-lam-ba-dam.
Freeze.
Whoa. There we go. Unequip, re-equip, freeze.
Freeze.
Rewind equals review. What, so you can just look at what you've done previously? You can just watch your last few seconds of gameplay? Not sure what review means. Wait for the sneeze. Up we go. No, that last comment was a spell check. Ah, okay. With spell checks, you put a fucking star beside the corrected word. Nice. Got the perfect Olga. Bam, bam, bam. Nice, nice. Well, I call it a star, bad humans. So you can go fuck yourself. You can just revert by 30 seconds or so. Right, yeah, that's what I figured it probably was. Whomp.
Freeze.
Don't want to be too fast here. If you're too fast with that guy, the camera will see you and you roll under it. I'm not being aggressive. Bad humans knew what I meant when I said star. People refer to it as Star. It's common vernacular. He doesn't need to be a prick about it. I'm justified. I'm right. I'm right. He's wrong. Oh my god. Wow.
Thanks.
Quaid Tasker, thank you for the 2 years. Much appreciated. Fat humans. That's fine. I'm okay with being tagged in that context. I'm fine with being tagged, generally. Just in that one very specific context, I'm not fine with it.
What's that?
Tag me all you like.
Freeze.
No!
Okay, now we
Enemy on board! Maximum alert!
wait for this guy. When he calls for backup, that allows me to skip a little scene here where more guards appear. So we deliberately want to get that caution to avoid another encounter here.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Raguchi tagged me once at midnight to argue the semantics of Sony's PlayStation shows. I was reading the chat there. I wasn't looking at the game. You were livid? Yesterday, you had to post an image twice on Discord to explain something to someone. To Gliv, I think. And in your second image, you circled the text that you wanted them to see in red writing. I was imagining you seething there as well. I was gonna say something about it. I was gonna poke fun, but I decided not to. I was gonna say that it reminded me of the way they highlight puzzles on Silent Hill 2 maps. The way you were trying to highlight it. Whoa. Damn. I did pretty well there, considering I was talking at the same time, trying to think and talk at the same time. So you were actually seething over that, okay.
Okay.
We initiated development of...
Okay, what am I doing here?
...to these pirated weapons sources. The only thing that can stand up to a
Let's
Metal
take
Gear
out
is,
these
of
two
course,
guys.
Another Metal Gear.
Whoa.
With Ray,
No, then why are you coughing and laughing so awkwardly?
all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet,
Whoa.
so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on
One of these
deploying
days, I'm gonna
their
have to
own
start doing this room a bit faster.
The U.S.'s nuclear strike capability.
Learn how to do the bug where you skip the ladder. It's possible to skip the ladder there entirely by teleporting down.
The opposition from the Navy is
One.
an undeniable fact.
Freeze.
2,
There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass,
3.
especially those with submarine and air backgrounds.
Hey.
Not to mention interference
From a major player.
player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind.
Good.
Hey. Another nice tanker. Another pretty nice tanker. Are they adding any new elements to MGS4 aside from the gold camo? Are there other camos that they're adding? I haven't been keeping up to date with what they're adding, what they're changing. I know they're adding the photograph minigame instead of the passwords, which is cool. I know they're adding gold camo again. So we'll be able to do those silly gold challenge runs. No place for Hideo cardboard camo. Is really? There's going to be a no place for Hideo camo?
The text.
Damn, that'll really be rubbing it in. The fact that Hideo isn't there. That no place for Hideo scene is going to land pretty differently, actually, this time around. Didn't think about that. Because now there really is no place for Hideo. His fears came true eventually. It just took another decade for it to materialize. Royal, thank you for the 5. I don't think you'll see the Hideo part, but you can see the no place. Okay.
Thanks.
Maybe Hideo will be back. I'm sure he will be in ghost form. You'll probably still be able to find his ghost, right? Okay, we're going to quickly move down to this guy. Stand right below his ass this time. So you need to be very precise here. Now I'm starting to overthink it. Hopefully that's okay. Right below his ass. Yeah.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Spank him. Spank him as soon as he wakes up. Bait this guy down to my position. He's going to see the guy that I just spanked. He's going to go over to wake him up. And then we're going to poke out to lure this last guy.
Who's there?
He's going to come down. And we're going to run up to the elevator and flip inside as soon as it opens.
It's him.
It's him! Yeah, Shinkawa did not give his permission to be used as a ghost in the Master Collection re-release. So he probably won't be in MGS4. Oh yeah, of course. He has his own portrait in Peace Walker. Yeah, what? You think they might not have had to ask for permission Because it's not like a direct photograph. It's a character based on Shinkawa rather than literally being Shinkawa. Yeah. So it probably will be in Peace Walker. Kojima probably will still pop up during the Mantis fight. Given that he gave his permission to be a part of the Master Collection. He probably gave his permission again for Volume 2. Oh, you were just asking about Kojima's name. Yeah, it's not just his name that pops up during that fight. It's an actual image. After the fight in the cutscene. It's a hidden flashback scene. But yeah, of course, it does also have the Hideo thing. Which is less of a direct reference. Like, of course he's hireable in Peace Walker too. And we'll be able to fire him. Firing Kojima in Peace Walker is also going to hit differently. There really will be no place for Hideo. Get a trophy for firing Kojima? Imagine. The trophy is just called Konami. With a picture of the Konami logo.
Glad. There's no need.
They change his stats. Oh, imagine. Change all his stats to 0. Alright, let's do it. Coolant, SOCOM.
Freeze!
Quickly freeze this guy as we turn the corner and straight out the door. Take out the Cypher with 3 shots to the body. And straight into Strut B. Here's our first bomb. Quickly spray it. Take our call and then run out the door. Head straight for the door. Back out onto the AB connecting bridge. Straight outside. Flip to prone here so this guy to the left doesn't see me, or to the right. Flip him over like that.
I'm under attack.
And then straight to Strut A. We have 2 bombs in Strut A, 1 on the roof. And 1 down below in the pump room. Go for the fancy method here, which I usually fuck up.
Freeze!
Nah, I'm always too scared to do it. Give him a spank instead. Play it safe. Oh my god! Amazing. Coolant, chaff. We're going to use the chaff here to distract this guy. Throw it one side. He's going to look one way. I run the other way. Oh, da da da. Ba da ba bo do. Bum bum. There we go. Out the door. Wait for this guy to turn. Throw a chaff as soon as we come out the door. For the cipher here on the bridge, and we can just flip all the way to strut F. I will go for the skip, yeah, in Arsenal. Both skips. Spray this guy in the face, run past him. Grab the M9, he's going to call for backup. I'm going to try and freeze him now while he's calling for backup.
Freeze.
Like that. Get a quick headshot on the guy across the road. Flip down to the bomb. Ignore that guy behind me. He isn't going to see me. Down. Flip over here before he turns and spots me. And up out onto the EF connecting bridge. Hey, Scorch. Mr. X tells us about mines on the bridge, just like MGS1. We're going to move carefully to avoid the mines. Flip to prone here, so that Cypher doesn't see me. And head into Strut E. In Strut E, we have 5 guards. A bomb to freeze on one of the parcels. 3 cameras to take out. And a box to pick up. That's 4 out of 5 guards. 1 out of 3 cameras. 5 out of 5 guards. Here's our cardboard box. Second camera. Third camera. And now it's just the bomb. Right on time.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
Nice. How do you get up so fast from a crawling position? That's a little bug or a kind of exploit. How do I explain it? Basically, I'm equipping and unequipping the coolant to cancel the standing up animation. Oh god. I might be fucked.
What's that?
Made a balls out of that.
What's that?
Right. Are you all right?
Yeah, I was too slow.
Raiden!
Too slow. That never happens. That's another weird fail. Not sure if I've ever failed like that. I am at the top of Strut E. Damn. I'm going to blame the question about the coolant. It kind of threw me off. I had to start thinking about how it actually worked. It's just muscle memory to me now. Like, wait, how does that coolant trick actually work? What am I doing there to speed up the animation? I don't think that did ever happen before. We'll still get really weird fails sometimes. Wait, did I load the save? No, I went to new game. Oh wait, no, I went to load game. Anchor plant. Did I know that that's a map of New York on the menu screen?
All right, let's look at your...
No, I don't think so. What is a map? Not the fucking outline of Ray. Behind Raiden's face and the Arsenal illustration.
The enemy is attacking. Stay alert, everyone.
Freeze.
Who's there?
Ba-da-dum-bum-ba-dum. When I get caught again in the plant, we'll take a look. Okay. Oh god, I might get caught right here. You're talking about the main menu of the game? Before you go into the sub menu on the screen that has Raiden or Snake's face, the very first screen of the menu. Go, 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 go. Hey, Embrace. I don't even remember seeing Arsenal on that screen. Fuck.
I've been with the unit since I was born.
So hard to know where to aim there.
Battlefield, conflict, and victory were my parents.
Where is her head gonna be exactly?
The unit. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit.
Fuck! Okay, well, that happened sooner than later.
Snake, what's wrong? Snake? Snake!
You're right. It's rare that I die to Olga now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's a weird emote. A map of New York and New Jersey you can see on this screen. I guess that black blob to the right is supposed to be Arsenal. And it kind of looks like maybe buildings or skyscrapers behind it. It's hard to make out what I'm looking at on that screen. Forget Arsenal. The grey stuff is New York land. Is Arsenal not on the screen? Are you referring to the left part of the image where you can kind of see border lines? Oh, you can see it here as well. Okay. Ah, okay. So that whole black blob. Oh wait, is that black blob Arsenal? I guess that black blob is Arsenal. I never even really thought. I never really even saw that. Top right is New York and Brooklyn. The black blob is New York Bay. I was thinking maybe that the whole black thing in the middle was Arsenal. But it doesn't really look like Arsenal. The black is water, the white is land, right? Cool. Yeah, I never really thought about that part of the image before, for whatever reason. I guess if you're not really thinking about it, it just looks like a weird kind of abstract blob. Yeah, you were just thinking about Ray on the right-hand side. Which is the same image of Ray that they used in VR missions, right? Where if you 100%ed VR missions, it showed you artwork of Ray on the screen for like 5 seconds. Which I think is the same artwork. Put into VR missions as a bit of a tease.
Thanks.
At Muhammad with the 17, thank you. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm really not familiar with the map of New York, New Jersey. Which is going to make it extra hard to notice.
All right, let's look at your...
But try to realize, yeah, you can trust Bad Humans. Bad Humans is famously right about everything.
We need to...
So you don't need to worry about this being misinformation. It's definitely a map of New York and New Jersey. Bad Humans is never wrong. Especially if he's going to that much effort to show something.
Freeze.
Ba-da-da-lum-bum-ba-dum.
The enemy is attacking. Stay alert, every...
Freeze.
Well, that's cool.
Who's there?
There's always more to learn when it comes to these classic MGS games.
Freeze.
Ba-da-da-la-bum-bum-bum-bum. Baka-baka. Okay, wait for the sneeze. Baka-baka.
Thanks.
Kahawa, thank you for gifting a sub to Pastry. When did you find out about that, Bad Humans? The map thing. You find out about that recently? Yeah, that's wild. Nice. It's very far to the left. Wham bam bam bam. Nice. Is it just Volume 2? No, we'll be starting with Metal Gear 1. All the way up through MGS 3. And then hopefully we'll be able to time it so Volume 2 releases right after we finish MGS 3.
Thanks.
Baka baka.
Freeze.
Whoa. That was a little bit awkward that time, my positioning. Nagi Sam, thank you for the 3. Cheers. Whoop. Bum, bum, ba-doo. Let's wait for this guy to cross the glass. There we go. It could be awkward sometimes for some reason getting that shot. Yeah, so we'll have a pretty significant build up to the Master Collection. Christ. Hopefully that didn't slow me down too significantly. Oh!
Snake, respond. Snake, snake.
I was playing catch up there. I thought he was moving too far ahead, so I thought I had to do it early when I didn't have to do it early. Damn, couple of tanker fails. Kind of rare. DRK did say that MGS5 was going to be in the marathon. I'll probably be piecing out sometime during the Master Collection playthrough, because I'm also planning to do a subathon next month. I should still be there for a good part of it, though. Like, I'll be there for a full MGS4 run, probably a full Peace Walker run. At least, you know, first story run of Peace Walker. But then I'll be leaving the rest of the marathon in DRK's hands after that. And I'm not sure what he's planning on doing. I was actually asking him about this today on Discord because I thought it was a bit weird that he wanted to go into MGS5 right after doing a story run of 4 and a story run of Peace Walker. I figured he would want to focus more on the Master Collection and do replays and big boss runs and like maybe start a 100% run of Peace Walker or something. Do co-op multiplayer stuff in Peace Walker. Maybe Ghost Babel. But yeah, I'm not sure what he wants to do yet. But yeah, I figured instead of doing our usual thing, we should just do a build up to the Master Collection as the main event and then just go hard on the Master Collection. Instead of worrying about doing a full story series run. Series story run. Because all the buzz is going to be about the Master Collection. I thought it would be a bit weird if we just did the usual story runs and then move on. But we'll see. It's up to him. Yeah, I can see why he wouldn't want to do Ghost Babel as a part of the marathon. just because it isn't so popular. And Peace Walker obviously isn't nearly as popular as some of the others either, but just given that it's part of a new release, there'll be a bit more buzz around it this time around compared to how it usually is. More people will be playing it, more people will be wondering about how it all works, more people will be wanting to play it co-op. Cheers, Marsden. I figured, I thought he might want to do 100% Peace Walker straight from the outset, but maybe not.
The enemy is attacking. Stay alert, everyone.
Freeze.
Whoa. Go.
Freeze.
You're going to wait a while before getting it after Volume 1, you're pretty skeptical? That's perfectly reasonable. Yeah, that's wise, I think. Watch us play it first, at least. See how it is. Make sure there's no Volume 1 style bugs, problems. Volume 1, Jesus. Some of the releases, anyway, was in a pretty bad state. The audio. Ah, bitch!
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the
I'm very bad with that.
Conflict and victory were my parents.
With that second shot today, I'm usually really solid with it.
We've shared I have no one, nothing except the unit.
Oh! Wow!
Snake, respond. Snake? Snake!
I have never seen her do that. The fake out. She didn't stop behind the tarp at all that time. Wow. That was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen her do that, where she just runs out immediately after going up. She'll usually wait there. You'll be able to get one more shot, then she'll come down again. Battle, bam, bam, bam. Is that 3 tanker fails in a row now? What's happening? We need one decent run. We need to get to the halfway point of the game at the very least. 3 quarters. Battle, bam, bam, battle, like a bam. DRK was commenting on this before, Kevin. You're saying that the colors look off on the stream. The black screens look grey. They look completely black on my end. I wonder if it's an issue with the capture card. Like there, are you seeing like a kind of hazy grayish screen instead of a pure black screen?
Freeze.
Yeah, I think maybe you're not getting the full color range.
Freeze.
Who's there?
Yeah, we're doing a marathon for the Volume 2 collection.
Freeze.
Starting on the 24th, tomorrow. So late tomorrow. Looks grey. That is weird. It must be an issue with the card. Probably look into getting a new capture card. I tried switching all of the different options last time during the marathon and it didn't work. So it's not just a case of being able to change the color range options. Well... Unless it could just be a case of changing, like, brightness and contrast options or something. 'Cause I think it works with PS4 games. PS5 games. Haven't seen anyone bring that up when I've been playing PS5 games. And I'm using the same capture card.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit.
Oh my god! She got me again!
Stop kidding around. Snake?
Wham bum bum. I'm gonna blame all of the Master Collection talk. I'm not focusing. Doesn't count. I'm reading the chat half the time. Not in the zone at all. I'm not blaming Olga there for doing something unusual. That was all me. That was all my fault. You can see your house from the MGS2 main menu. Really? Where is it? Should have known they put your house in the game. Hey, okay, you posted it. So whoever was asking about the map, for those of you that weren't able to see the outline of a map on the menu, check out Bad Humans' tweet there.
This is Snake.
Well, if you're not on Twitter, then I guess you're never going to know.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun.
What's Sekinaw talking about here?
We need to get him.
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop.
Freeze.
A battle and battle.
The enemy's attacking. Stay alert, everyone.
Freeze.
Who's there?
Freeze.
A battle a bum 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 bum. I refuse to call it by that name. It'll always be Twitter to me. And you can still type Twitter and it'll take you to the website. Well... Well... Okay, now I'm scared of Olga. Fuck. Okay, here we go. Fuck you. Nice, got it for once. That second shot.
I've been with the unit since
Wham,
I was
bam,
born.
bam,
I
bam.
grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents.
Ram, bam, bam.
The unit is my life.
Yep, back you go.
We've shared everything.
Ooh, she didn't go back up.
I have no one. Nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me.
Straight back down. Nice. When she's running up the way, I think she has iframes. Maybe when she's doing the slow run back down, she doesn't. I don't have to wait for her like that. Wham, bam, 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 bam. Okay, grab the USP ammo. Out the door, down the stairs.
Freeze.
Quick shot. Roll under the camera. Camera sees the guard as soon as we roll down the stairs. Slick. Boom. A battle Wait for him to pass the glass. And the engine room again. Let's do it properly this time. Roll into the scene. Flip over the rail while he's yawning. Shoot that guy, roll into him for the instant KO and to distract the guy up above. Same thing with this guy. Shoot him. Roll into him to get the instant KO. That guy thinks he sees something. He's going to come down.
Freeze.
No! Oof. I thought I went to freeze him a little bit too early there.
Enemy on board. Maximum alert.
Wait for the caution. Oof. Thought maybe that was a little bit too low. That was really fast. That was nice. Those 3 shots.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Spam. Whoa, I almost bumped into him. Spam 3 shots at that guy to get the instant knockout. After 3 body shots, it'll be instant. Snake with the 72 and the 70 streak. Thank you. Pick up some more ammo here in case of emergency. Shouldn't need those extra 15 rounds, but just in case, I make a balls out of the guard rush. Here we go. Don't know what I'm doing with these guys. Suck my balls. Fuck, man.
Thanks.
Thought I got him with the body shot. There we go. Very messy.
Thanks.
Oh my god. Oh! I don't believe it!
What's going on? Snake!
I didn't think I was in danger there. God, I'm playing like shit. For once, I'm having a bad series of tanker runs. Let me catch up with the chat here. Captain Geach with the 28. Thank you. Powerglass with the 49. Cheers. Optic, I really enjoyed Expedition 33. Yeah.
Thanks.
I wasn't as enthusiastic about the story as a lot of people were, compared to how a lot of people were, but I really enjoyed the gameplay experience from start to finish. One of the most enjoyable turn-based systems I've ever experienced, probably. Yeah, I really enjoyed the battle system and the gameplay in general, the exploration. How hands-off it was when it came to letting you explore and everything. And yeah, just really fun to experiment with all the different characters and the Luminas and the Pictos, creating your own little setups. And I still need to do a lot of the endgame stuff. It feels like that's when it really opens up in the end game, when you can really start creating your own crazy builds and what have you. Best E33 waifu? I wouldn't call her a waifu, but Mael was my favorite character in the game. Unassuming, but deadly.
All right, let's look at...
A baka baka.
Freeze.
But Mael was the coolest character.
The enemy is attacking. Stay alert, every...
Freeze.
Whoop.
Who's there?
Well... Mael just kept stealing the show. Even when we tried to remove her from the party, she still came in to steal the show with the backup team. Remember the end of Act 1? When I removed her from the party because she was starting to feel too OP. It was getting to the point where it was getting boring utilizing the strategy I was utilizing. The per se setups. Then we removed her from the party because it was starting to get stale. And then when we got to the Act 1 final boss, the main party died. Mael had to come in as the sub-party all by herself, and she ended up winning the fight alone. I think she still had like 75% health left with the boss. She still had to do most of the work to beat the boss, and she did it alone after the rest of the party died. It was impossible to deny Mael's badassery, even when we tried to, even when we attempted to remove her from the team. All right, let's do it. Ooh, that was crazy. That might be the fastest possible Olga down to the millisecond. That first shot, I didn't even mean to shoot. I thought I made a mistake. But it worked out perfectly. I shot her as soon as she appeared into the frame. Well... Okay, let's get through the tanker this time, shall we? Jesus Christ.
Freeze.
Whoop. Under the camera, down the stairs. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Ba-da-lam-bam-ba-dow. What's that? Oh my god. He still hasn't seen me.
Freeze.
That was crazy.
Enemy on board! Maximum alert!
Understood. Assigning all personnel to the starboard entrance to the engine room.
Ooh, I thought that might have been a bit too low. Wembley, hey.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Whoop. Whump, bump, bump. Beginning of the plant is pretty great as well. Bomb disposal and the tanker are the two best parts of the game, gameplay-wise. The bomb disposal surpasses the tanker, I think. Wam bum ba dum bum. Wam bum ba da dum. Wam bum bum. It's the second half of the plant where it starts to be disappointing.
Okay.
We don't get to see any of Shell 2.
We initiated
A lot of that had to be cut.
development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated
Along with the 2 extra Dead Cell
The only thing
members.
that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Whoop.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states.
We were talking about this on Discord the other day, actually. Always wondered if Shell 2 was going to have more verticality in the way that the tanker does. The one thing that's kind of unusual... Hold on.
The opposition from the Navy is undeniable.
Two.
There is a lot of pressure from Navy
Right.
brass,
One thing that's
especially
kind
those
of
with
unusual
submarine and air background.
is the hanging mechanic. They give you this hanging mechanic,
Not to
but it turns out to be more useful on the tanker than it does on the Shell. When you would think it should have been the other way around, right? That the tanker introduced you to the mechanic and then it would have been a more fleshed out thing on the Shell. Always makes me wonder if Shell 2 was going to have more verticality akin to the tanker.
mention interference from a major player.
I can definitely see why the start of the plant...
is vital to the Marine Corps.
I can see why Shell 1 might feel a bit underwhelming compared to the tanker in that way.
Always
And
bear
that's-
that
it's,
in mind.
Good.
This
it's less vertical. Feels like more of a flat plane in comparison. Even if a lot of areas do still have bottom floors and top floors. It goes for tighter, more claustrophobic spaces.
we, the Marines, will
I think the plant really starts to shine more when you start to play it on the higher difficulties. Whoa. Yeah, it would have been amazing if they got got to fully realize the vision for the game and we had the 2 Dead Cell members. I'm more interested in Old Boy than Chinaman. So I think Old Boy was cut much earlier in development. Old Boy, who was Big Boss's mentor originally. Just how cool is that as an idea to think about? The fact that we could have fought Big Boss's mentor as a villain in MGS2. And he was going to be a 100-year-old Nazi. Quite different to the pure and radiant boss of MGS3. They obviously completely rewrote the character for MGS3. I saw they brought him back for MGS. Yeah, yeah, that idea evolved into what became of the end, right? This extremely old character. Whoa.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Alright, well, let's fade him down.
Who's there?
Oh, perfect.
It's him.
Yeah, Chinaman wasn't going to be Chinese. He was going to be Vietnamese. He just lived in Chinatown. Absolutely fitting with the rest of MGS2's cast. No, he isn't called Vamp because of vampire. It's because he's bisexual. No, he isn't called Chinaman because he's Chinese. Are you fucking stupid? He lives in Chinatown. He's Vietnamese. Fucking moron. And he was going to be based on Jet Li, right? Who was in a lot of popular action movies around that time. Fat Man is still fat. Yeah, that is funny. A snake rejecting the more metaphorical meanings for the name. Supposedly, he's nicknamed after an atomic bomb. But to me, he's just a fat man. Wonder why he didn't feel the same way about Vamp. Supposedly, he's bisexual. But to me, he's just a plain old vampire. Kojima hates fat people. It's kind of true. He did make MGS1s to encourage fat people to go out and lose weight. That is something he said about the genetic themes of MGS1. He said that, you know, maybe that a kid after playing MGS1, a kid who might have been, what's the word? A kid who might have thought that they had no hope after seeing that their parents were fat and that they were fat. A kid that had lost hope. That maybe after playing MGS1 they realized, hey, I can go out and actually do something about my weight. I'm not doomed by my genes. I'm not fat because my parents are fat. I can change this.
There's no
I forget exactly how he described it, but wasn't it something like that?
Freeze.
Yeah, it was something like that. Fat kids won't need to feel disillusioned by their genetic heritage after playing MGS1. They'll be able to go out and do something about it. They won't have to feel cursed by their genes like Liquid Snake did. Pretty sure he used a fat kid analogy for that. Otacon was originally going to be fat, yeah. Maybe they were gonna tie it in with Otacon's character. Yeah, the scientist character you see in Ghost Babel, Jimmy, he's basically the original concept for Otacon. He was going to be more of a, like, comedic relief character. He's the silly fat guy who always ate chocolate bars. He'd always be eating chocolate bars, and he'd be funny because he's fat. But Yoji Shinkawa was against the idea. So you have Yoji Shinkawa to thank for how Otacon ended up.
Freeze!
Oops. Da-da-da-da. Overweight people are extremely rare in Japan. So I think it's kind of why when you see overweight people in Japanese media that it has to be like a character trait. They can't just be normal and overweight, like the weight has to define them. Because it's unusual. One thing I noticed when I was over in Japan, when you saw someone who was overweight, or specifically an overweight Japanese person, it was like, oh my god. Look at that person, they're overweight. Because they're all so small and slender. Generally.
I'm under freeze.
What's going on? Respond.
Wow. Are you planning on going over, bad humans? Ah! Any tips? Hold on. I might get caught here. Not sure if I moved fast enough. Are you planning on going over, bad humans? I would just try and learn a few phrases before you go over. It's not like going to random places in Europe where you can kind of rely on a lot of people speaking English. Unless you stick to very specifically touristy areas, you know, you're gonna have to deal with people who don't understand English at all. So it can be good to have a few words. But technology is such a help these days. Google Maps is just unbelievable. I didn't go to a single place where my internet connection failed. And I was out in some fairly rural areas up north. Google Maps never let me down a single time on my roaming plan, on my Vodafone roaming plan. Google Lens is also really good for getting instant translations of things that are written in Japanese. Take a picture. And then just get an instant translation of like a menu, or yeah, like say you're in a restaurant that only has Japanese menus. Google Lens will give you instant translations of what you need. I believe the yen is still really weak. God, it was so cheap over there. Unbelievably cheap. What was the example I gave with the rice in the ramen bars? Like slightly less than £1 for a plate of rice, and then every following serving cost the equivalent of like 9 pence, 9p. It was crazy. Hey, Scion. What am I doing? Get this first bomb. Oh, I fucked it up because I was about to say something. And I nailed it. Okay, let me just do Struct E and then I'll keep talking. And second time I fucked it up. The start of this strategy has to be extremely fast. And I still haven't perfected it. There we go. Hopefully that'll be okay.
What was that just now?
Whew, nice.
Nothing here.
Oh my god. Got his exclamation mark by mistake.
There's somebody there.
Go. Bottom of the stairs. Crisscross him at the bottom of the stairs. Get the last bomb. Boom. When I shot that guy's exclamation mark, I probably didn't need to follow it up with a headshot. I would have been fine.
There's somebody there.
Okay, we actually have a decent run going here for a change. Oof. Take him out. How long are you planning on going for, Bad Humans? I definitely recommend trying to go for 2 weeks, at least, if you can. Do I want to come with? I might be up for that, yeah. Depends when you're going. Bring the whole chat. Okay, let's go fight Fortune.
Freeze!
One of the first things you'll probably do when you go to Japan, this is probably the experience of a lot of people, just based off the way it works, is have a very quintessentially Japanese experience on the train. So you're going to be landing in an airport. Chances are you're then going to take the train from the airport to get to where you want to go in Tokyo. So I guess I also did just happen to be landing in the evening at the work rush hour. So yeah, the first thing I did was jump onto a train just packed with salarymen. Like the first Japanese experience. All wearing their suits like uniforms. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. So lucky. When you do the pop-out shot, you have iframes. Yeah, I'm abusing the iframes there. Ba-ba-ba-da-la-bum, bum, bum. Okay, let's pay attention. To Fat Man we go. Remember bumping into him last time. So now we need to get back to strut E. Ba-da-la-ba-ba-bum, bum, bum. Shoot the wall to distract him. Run behind him. Oh my god. Go, go, go. Tried to flip into him after I froze him. Go. Tried to do the coolant trick there for standing up faster, but I didn't have it ready. Get into the box so these guys don't see me. Cuts my height in half. Spray this guy at the corner, then flip him over. Here we go. Batman. Take out this bomb first. Run across his gunfire. Take out his skates. Get the first headshot. Take out the second bomb. And then go for... Oh, missed it. Again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Made a balls out of it. Ah, bitch. Don't know what happened there. I'm not getting any of the double headshots on him. 1, 2. There we go. Get more ammo. Oh my god. Oh dear god. I'm in big trouble here. Where the fuck are you going? Let me regen. Let's play it safe. Oh my god. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Yeah, it's over. I'm not getting those 5 bombs. Wow.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me. Jack?
Yeah, I just made a total balls out of that. What happened? I took a load of hits and I had to start worrying about my health. I couldn't just run around. I wasn't managing my ammo refills well at all. Got off to a really wonky start as well with the double headshots. Even though it's over, let's just do it again so I can feel better about myself. That still landed. Wow. Fucked up again.
Get out of my way!
That's M9 ammo, isn't it? Yeah. Sloppy this time as well. Oh, yeah. He'll just say fuck it and go for the 2 bombs if he can't manage to plant any more after a while.
it goes boom.
Would have been cool if I got the skates there. I forgot that he'd have iframes.
That was close.
You bitch! I'm playing like shit again here.
Free. Fall. Look, your favorite.
He's actually gonna get me again.
That was close.
Unbelievable.
10 seconds and it's all over.
I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction.
Right, what's wrong? Writing.
All right, one more. Right, I'm gonna stop fooling around this time. Watch this. Flawless Batman coming up. Oh. There we go. See, I can still do it. One thing I was doing a lot in both of those fights was just spraying with the SOCON. Even when I clearly wasn't aimed at him. Might be my worst runs in years. Actually, yeah, maybe I was gonna say no way. But yeah, you might be right. Lots of unusual early fails.
Right. Are you all right? Answer me.
Fat man fails that you'll never see. Tanker fails are very rare these days. Generally, my tanker is usually consistent. And we had several tanker fails today. Hold on a second. Bum. But yeah, Bad Humans, about Japan. I think getting plane tickets to Japan will be pretty expensive. But when you're there, it'll be cheap. But the tickets will probably be really expensive. Am I up to date? I'm thanking everyone here. Heavy Lifted, Anima, Captain Geach, Power Glass, Snake. Guys, I'm going to call it here for now. Like I said, like the title says, it's a super short stream. Tomorrow I may stream before the marathon starts. The marathon is starting late tomorrow, so I might be able to get on for a stream. I'm planning my subathon at the moment for next month, and I'll probably be doing some of that tomorrow as well. But I'll still try and get on if I can, but no promises. And yeah, the marathon will be starting late tomorrow. 11 p.m. UK time, right? I think. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the shitty runs. And I'll see you soon. Cheers, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good night. The marathon this time is happening on Outer Heaven. Twitch.tv/Outer Heaven. Cheers, guys.